To Smashy Business Daily. Today we discuss Abraaj's Abdel-Wadood is back in Dubai as he was seen dining in DIFC. Did the former managing partner of the now defunct private equity company get away scot-free? Google's $4 million fund is going to help Palestinian startups maintain jobs and create more jobs. And then, is being an influencer now more profitable than being an actress? Dubai-based Hollywood actress Lindsay Lohan earns up to $64,500 as per sponsored post on IG. That's what we're discussing today on the Smashy Business Daily Show. I'm Lubna Hamdan.
And I'm Farah Bashir, joining Lubna for the day.
So Farah is usually on the Love in Dubai show. Today you'll get a taste of what real news is. I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you. we like to make fun of each other here.
It's okay. It's always like a battle between smashy business news and as well like Love in Dubai community news. But it's okay.
It's okay.
We're a team.
Absolutely. So Farah, I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. Because before we start discussing the news, we've got one of our interns. He is shattered this morning because he decided to go to the gym. He's got a fractured ankle. His back hurts. Mm-hmm. He's not walking properly. I said the lesson to learn from that is not to go to the gym. What do you think?
First of all, I'm gonna say all of these things all because you went to the gym. I don't think so. I don't think that going to the gym can be such, a hassle. But of course, you build stamina, with time and all of these things. So if it's your first time, give yourself, I would say, just a bit of time. I mean, just do not motivate Lubna not to go to the gym.
Yeah, Omar, maybe don't start with CrossFit. Maybe start with some yoga first. Yeah. Although I doubt you'll be going to the gym, back to the gym anytime soon.
Yoga, by the way, is not easy.
Yeah.
So I think it would thank you, Omar. He's saying that we're hilarious.
Yeah.
We are. I believe so. But go to the gym. That's a
absolutely.
Good thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Well, okay. What is not so hilarious, however, is a little birdie told me this weekend that he saw Abdel-Wadood, Mustafa Abdel-Wadood, who is the former managing partner of Abraaj. He saw him dining in DIFC.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Let me give you guys a little bit of context. Some of you I know will know who Abdel-Wadood is. Some won't. So I'll just give a bit of background. So Mustafa Abdel-Wadood is the former managing partner of Dubai's now defunct private equity company Abraaj. And Abraaj was once one of the world's top 20 private equity companies. It managed $14 billion in assets at its peak before collapsing into insolvency in 2018 after investors, including the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, accused the company of misusing funds in a $1 billion healthcare fund. Big news. Abdel-Wadood had pled guilty to wire fraud, securities fraud, and conspiracy, but he struck a plea deal with U.S. authorities in 2019 in exchange for a lighter sentence on the condition that he would testify against Abraaj founder Arif Naqvi. Now, Arif Naqvi, mind you, let's put this into perspective. Abdel-Wadood was seen this weekend in DIFC dining. He's back in Dubai, which nobody really expected him to be back here because everything happened here in Dubai, right? Abraaj was based here in Dubai. Nobody thought that he would be welcomed back. Here he is. Has he been pardoned? Is he back in Dubai for good? Who is he working with? What's going on? We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. Arif Naqvi, on the other hand, is still under house arrest at his apartment in London. He is awaiting extradition to the U.S., facing extradition to the U.S., I would say. His last plea was rejected. And if he were to be extradited to the U.S., he would stand trial for 16 counts of fraud and money laundering. Now, Naqvi denies wrongdoing. I had interviewed him, met up with him in 2022 at his London apartment. He is only allowed 2 hours outside of his apartment. He's not allowed out on weekends. And it's funny because when I interviewed him, we had gone to a restaurant, and then we had to run back to his apartment so that he doesn't miss his.
That's an adventure.
It is an adventure, and he has a knack for adventure, I would say, because as we were going back, he's kind of lighthearted. So as we were going back, he was kind of laughing about it and saying, "My son is really worried right now." I like to laugh at him sometimes.
That's actually funny.
So Arif, shout out if you're watching. But so yeah, in comparison, Abdel-Wadood was arrested in 2019 in the Four Seasons Manhattan. He was then briefly detained at the Metropolitan Correction Center before being granted a $10 million bail bond. Now, Arif did spend some time in jail as well. Abdel-Wadood, what has he been doing? So the bail bond was actually the sole guarantor for that bond was his former boss, Egyptian billionaire Naguib Sawiris. In 2022, Mustafa was seen partying across Europe. He was holidaying in Mykonos, London, Cairo, and Italy. Now, he was attending Sawiris' son's wedding. And the wedding was also attended by celebrities, business personalities, and politicians, including the former British Prime Minister, Tony Blair. So I would say Mustafa is, the deal he struck is not bad.
I mean, honestly, I think that in every story, right, like let's say whether it's a business or even, by the way, with like real life friendships, right, if someone betrays someone and throws someone else under the bus, you often see that the evil person is living life and just like having fun and enjoying, right? And then you see like the victim actually struggling, honestly, like I would say paying, I don't know if I should say like karma in a way, you know what I mean? And like when actually both of them are guilty at this point, right? However, like just like in this case, someone threw someone else under the bus. However, the other person who threw the other person under the bus is just like living his life and moving on with his life.
Right. I mean, we're being hypothetical, yeah?
We are.
We're being totally
100%,
hypothetical.
100%,
we're not taking sides. We are
of course, 100%,
objectively reporting. But it is quite sad, I would say, that one person is still under house arrest, and then the other person is seemingly back to normal life. But hey, you know what? Business is a cutthroat world.
Yes.
Let's see how this story develops. It'll be interesting what Mustafa does next in Dubai and whether or not he will continue. His LinkedIn right now says private investor, so it'll be interesting what field he goes into and how he rebuilds his reputation, I would say.
Yeah, we often hear business is business.
Right.
So you should never feel like I don't know, take anything done like
personally
to heart, or personally, as you just like mentioned. See, you guys, I'm giving you here advice.
I think so many people would disagree with you, but
I know. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people would disagree because, like, specifically, like we often see like even like at this point of like family business, like like they're brothers and they just like like throw each other under the bus, fight and all of these things.
There are a lot of brothers. Yeah,
exactly.
I know a couple of stories of brothers who don't speak to each other because of business. But I guess be careful who you do business with.
Yes,
I assume is the larger lesson here.
Yes.
Right. Moving on to story 2. But also, if anyone sees anyone in DIFC who is kind of important / interesting. Drop me a line. So, story 2. Google's $4 million fund is set to help Palestinian startups. So Google is offering $4 million in financial assistance to early-stage startups and small businesses in Palestine to help safeguard 4,500 jobs and create new ones. This will be in partnership with local and global nonprofit organizations. Google will provide loans and grants to 8,000 Palestinian small businesses to help them purchase inventory, acquire equipment, or cover operating expenses. It will also provide seed grants to 50 tech startups currently operating in Palestine. Businesses will be able to apply to these grants through local organizations that provide loans to entrepreneurs. Now, we don't know the intention behind this, right? We don't know if it's a publicity stunt. But I think it's a step forward overall, and I feel like companies like Starbucks could maybe learn from this. Maybe they can, they have refused to make any political statements. But Google's this is not a political statement. It is to help the Palestinians right now.
Yes.
But the most important question is it too late for Starbucks in the Middle East? Because people are boycotting it. It is affecting their business. What do you think?
I feel like, honestly, that Gen Z right now is too powerful that if they just see like any business that is like not supporting Palestine, they immediately boycott. So with Google and what it's doing, I think it's honestly the best thing, because at this point, if any company can provide any kind of help to Palestinians with what's happening right now, it would be even more than amazing and more than, convenient.
Right.
However, if it's too late for Starbucks, I think, no, it's not. I mean, if just like Starbucks, like right now, releases a statement like, hey, we stand with Palestine. We're sorry. These are the steps that we are going to be taking as an initiative to fix our wrongdoings in the past. Like, oh, we're going to be like, let's say, donating this much, to Palestinians, or we're going to be doing this to support the Palestinian.
I mean, I don't think they would do that, and I don't think anyone expects them to do that. But I think maybe just a gesture or even a donation, I think people can be quite forgiving.
100%.
But the statements that they've put out so far just haven't cut it, I would say.
100%. I do agree with you 100%.
So I don't think they will put out any statements, but you know what? We can always be hopeful. I guess.
Yeah.
Right, story 3. Is being an influencer now more profitable than being an actress? Dubai-based Hollywood actress Lindsay Lohan earns up to $64,500 per sponsored post on IG.
That's a big number.
This makes my blood boil a little bit, and I'll explain why, but I'll just give you guys more details. So it's been reported that Lohan earns almost 10 times the average New York monthly salary with just one sponsored Instagram post, almost double the amount of any other Mean Girls star. So Mean Girls is the movie that made Lindsay Lohan famous. She's got over 14 million followers on Instagram. Farah, what do you think about that? Being an influencer seems to be more profitable now than being an actress, or perhaps even being a doctor or an engineer. What does that mean?
I think, honestly, that the media, the industry in general, just keeps on, I would say, changing, right? Like we went from like radio to newspapers to all of these things, to television, and now to
radio star, sorry.
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like this is like the thing. Like I feel like as well, even if you're an actress, and they're just trying to, let's say, compromise with the world in a way. Like both, by the way, like if she was not known for her role as like Mean Girls, for the Mean Girls, like her role, she wouldn't be followed on Instagram initially, right?
Right.
And right now, if let's say like Instagram as an actress, like, and let's say you don't get like a lot of like roles to play, like you don't have a lot of movies or series to be in. So if social media and that is the future, then for sure I would say go for it. Of course, I'm not against apologies. I am understanding of like where the idea comes from. But of course, like an actress is an actress. However, a social media influencer just like makes you like everyone else.
Right.
If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I do wonder though, because Paris Hilton, if we look at Paris Hilton, why did she become so famous? It wasn't because of a movie role. It wasn't because of a certain talent. It was because she has this, crazy personality. I was about to say larger than life, but then I was like, no, Lubna. Paris Hilton is not larger than life. She's just like flamboyant, I guess, and
of course,
and she has the Hilton name, right?
Yes, of course.
So yeah, I do think it's a bit sad. I hate to live in this reality where, gosh, I'm not a fan of influencers, Farah. I'm trying my best, but
I know, but like you need to think of it in a way that, or not only. I think everyone needs to think of it in a way. Even my dad, by the way, is very against social media and all of the influencers thing. But then I go,
your dad and I would agree then.
Yeah, I think you would agree with my dad. But then I tell him like, yeah, but this is the future. You know, you can't just like stop in the future. Like
And
we're just
how
gonna keep
tragic
on.
is that?
It
How
is tragic. Yeah,
that?
it is. Yeah, my dad goes like, "Oh, back in my old days, we had the best lives and so on and on and on."
I agree. The good
And,
old days,
yeah,
right? The good old days.
the good old
The
days.
music was better. The movies were. Everything was just better back then. Why do I sound so old? You know what? I'm fine with it. I'm old and I'm fine with it. Okay. Thank you, Farah, for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned tomorrow, guys. We have a very special guest. Okay, our producer is talking to me in the earpiece. عم بيسألنا إيه الحلاوة دي الصبح. Thank you
that's
so
very
much,
nice.
Hisham. He said, what is this beauty in the morning? And I'm saying,
Thank you.
so sweet. Stay tuned, guys, tomorrow for our interview with, oh gosh, yes, Ali, we are, through the... Wow. Okay, Ali K, our producer, said if all the hosts are this beautiful, I would watch business
the show
shows
every day.
So watch us, guys. Right, tomorrow
Yes.
we've got Julie Malone. She's a sleep expert. Guys, if you are stressed in Dubai, sleepless in Dubai, Julie helps everyone from toddlers to 60, 70-year-old CEOs who are really stressed. She helps them get better sleep. She helps them go to sleep. We find out how tomorrow. So watch us on Instagram Live every morning around 10, 10:15, 10:45. We're trying. Done is better than perfect. We were late today, but we were worth the wait. And then listen to us anywhere you get your podcast. So Apple, Spotify, or Anhami. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.